Hi my friends, it's Dr. Edith Ubuntu Chan. I'm a holistic high performance coach and a Chinese medicine doctor. Here with another episode of Activate Your Awesomeness. In today's episode, I'd love to chat with you about a topic that comes up very often when those of us are on a journey of wellness and personal development, making lifestyle changes and changes in our habits to support our well-being. Often the hardest thing is the reactions and response from our friends and family, particularly our family. Don't you agree that that can be sometimes the greatest challenge? Take, for example, eating changes. You've decided to give up certain foods that you've discovered through your study and research to be not that healthy for your well-being. But maybe your family grew up eating some of these foods, and when you visit with relatives, those old foods that you're no longer wanting to eat is everywhere, and it's like the only thing to eat. So how do you harmonize with that? It can be super tricky. Well, first, I want to point out, kudos to you. Good job for all the good work you've already done in that department. And I want to let you know that we're all feeling with you. We all go through that challenge together. I believe on some level that we as souls or spirits chose which family to incarnate into to learn a certain set of lessons or to grow from a certain set of challenges. So I have full faith that you have the capacity within you to harmonize with any of these challenges you might be facing with your family at this moment. And we as a community, as the A-Y-Awesomeness community, we're all here to support you. Speaking of community, when it comes to lifestyle changes, the first most important thing is to find new community. Whenever you're making new lifestyle changes, let's make sure you have that social support system, because that's a huge part of the battle when it comes to making lifestyle or habit changes. So surround yourself with people that are already stable in that new lifestyle change. Let's say you are trying to eat a more plant-based diet. Surround yourself with tons of people that are eating that plant-based diet, and they'll have a lot of the resources to support you to being successful so that you feel more stable and more confident in your new habits when you go and meet with your family. Likewise, if you're looking to take up a certain exercise regimen, surround yourself with a community of people that like running or that like to take Zumba or dancing or like hiking and so on, so you feel really fulfilled in the social aspects. And then when you do join with your family, you don't feel that lack, that something is missing. At the end of the day, we're all social creatures, so having harmony with our friends, family, and community is really important to all of us. So I'd love to share with you what's worked for me as I've made some lifestyle changes, how to harmonize with my family. First is to notice that when family members come to us and say, oh, well, you're doing this and that, are you sure? And for example, when I chose to eat less and less meat, like many moms, my mom was concerned, no meat, what are you gonna eat? So it's really good to tune into the fact that it's out of love and concern that our family makes these statements. And we can respond with, yeah, I know you love me so much, don't worry, Mom, I'm gonna be okay. And just be patient. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. It's just a matter of time if consistently, every time you gather with your family, they notice you look really vibrant, really happy, really healthy. Isn't that what everybody in our family, all our friends, they all want that for us? So when they make any comments, it's only because they haven't been educated to the facts that you have. So instead of you preaching to them, just wait. Maybe we don't even bring up these changes that we're going through, but they might say, hey, is that a haircut or new shirt or what's going on? You look really good. What's new with you? That's when you can say, well, actually, I've been doing this self-care practice. I've been doing breathing every day. I've been taking walks every day. Or I've been eating in this certain way and I feel really great. You want to learn about it? I can tell you about it. And they might say yes or no. If they're not interested, then that's end of story. When we gather with our friends and family, we're not there to preach our new exciting thing to them. We're there just to connect in love and joy. So find what you do have in common instead of focusing on all the differences. Instead of focusing your mind on, oh, my family is so unevolved, they don't make these conscious choices that I do. That's actually just your ego speaking. If you let go of the ego part of you into the loving, kind part of you, then you might talk about things you do have in common. Like gardening, or wow, look at how beautiful you've decorated your house, and things that you can join together in a state of joy and love with. And when they do ask you about your lifestyle changes, that is really the only moment where, in my opinion, is appropriate to share. And if they want to learn more, I think what I found the most effective is, instead of preaching and preaching and preaching, nobody likes being preached to, is to share it like, hey, I read this book, do you want to read it too? That's what inspired me. Or I watched this documentary and it blew my mind, and that's why I decided to make this big lifestyle change. And here's the documentary, check it out, and then if you want to ask me more, I can share with you more resources. I feel that those are the most appropriate way to harmonize with the energies of our family, and also at the perfect moment, uplift and inspire them to also get on board with some of these lifestyle changes that are working so great for you. At the end of the day, just to come back down to the fundamental, to understand that our friends and family, they love us. If they question your lifestyle choices, it's always because they're coming from a state of love and concern. And that sometimes when you do things different from them, it can cause them to start to, at their own way, their own pace, question their lifestyle choices, which understandably can be very uncomfortable for our friends and family. So we want to be really gentle with that. So finding an elegant balance when we make these changes, I think it's a skill that we can all devote some love and attention in cultivating. And what about you? I'd love if you could leave a comment below and let us know what's worked well for you when it comes to harmonizing with your family, when there's been different lifestyle changes and so on. What has worked for you? We can all learn from each other. So together, let's create an A-Y community, an awesomeness community where we can support and nourish each other in uplifting ourselves, our friends, our family, and ripple effects into the whole planet. Hey everybody, it's Dr. E. Did you like that video? If you did, please hit like and share with all your friends. You can also go onto our website and subscribe to our e-newsletter for free training and nuggets of awesomeness that we only share on our newsletter. Together, let's turn your life into a brilliant masterpiece.